win the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. All that and more coming up next.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, the Colts coming off a tough year, just 4 wins in 2022. You think that they can compete this year in the AFC South?
I do, because I think it's a wide-open division, brand new head coach, brand new way of doing things, likely a brand new quarterback, and a defense that I think is a little bit on the underrated side. So yes, absolutely, I think they can compete in their division.
Meanwhile, the visiting Steelers come into 2023 with something to prove. They finished above 500 at 9-8 last year, but wound up on the outside looking in terms of the playoff race.
And you and I both know how it is around Pittsburgh. Death taxes and the Steelers finish 500 or above. But they want to get beyond that. They want to get back to those days when the Steelers were playing deep into the playoffs for the chance to go to the Super Bowl. And in fact, this team is continuing to get better.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off play action, Pickett. And a quick throw there is incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
On 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep for the Colts, Isaiah McKenzie. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts offense set to go to work, and they're led by a guy who's bounced around a bit the last few years, hoping to find a home with Indianapolis, Gardner Minshew.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm. As a 6th-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
9 yards that time.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Minshew, 1st and 10. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2 yards to go, second down.
Minshew sets to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Taylor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Minshew's going to keep it.
And he takes it in for a quick score.
Gardner Minshew,
A 3-yard run. was. He kept it himself.
And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
But they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Here's Minshew. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Kenny Pickett and the Steelers ready to work once again. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Minshew. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And it is caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Pickett back to throw. Big strides, look at him go. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's one. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Pickett to throw on first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and 3. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Pickett right back to the air again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Throwing on first down is Minshew.
Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Minshew to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Austin. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right,
it was a
Coach,
strong first half with
and
a
we welcome
well-traveled
everyone
quarterback
back for
Gardner
quarter number
Minshew.
3.
He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. That's complete to Pierce. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 30. Harris will start the drive out. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. To return is McKenzie. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Minshew. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen, Harris. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd down, here's Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Minshew and the Colts going to come up here 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Taylor.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They run once more with Taylor. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
To about the 26 here.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Pickett now on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pickett back to the air on second down. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll throw again with Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second and 7. Now Pickett. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. That one down the field for Freiermuth. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.